The intergalactic seeding races are working on behalf of the Nine on the project of spreading life to new places across the universe. The Nine is an energy collective with access to all accumulated information and refined knowledge. They are in charge of the grand plan and are residing in the space between the universes. We, the Arcturian Ninth Density Collective of Ra, are indeed also working together with the Nine. All various collectives are simply fractals of source energy, but operate on different levels determined by frequency and consciousness. The Arcturians and the Nine have a deep soul contract, which will be disclosed and discussed in depth in Chapter 3, where the full Arcturian story will be revealed. The Collective of Ra is at the center of the Arcturian mission in this universe, but our origin is in a totally different one, called Ra. We were brought to this universe by the Nine and were placed on the ninth density for the purpose of restructuring the grid, which was too weak to withstand the negative polarity that was fast arising. This particular universe is centered around illusionary dualistic experiences described as the struggle between the seemingly good and evil on an illusionary level that, through our grid, feels real indeed to all. The ninth heaven or realm or density, three words of describing the same thing, is ideal for our mission. We are non-physical in this realm, able to access higher ones, but still capable of easily incarnating into the densest of places as well as lowering ourselves to physicality by intent alone. Since this universe is focused around various levels of physicality, we took fractals of ourselves and lowered them into the 7th and 8th densities on a more permanent basis. Thereby, the Arcturian species were formed and the Arcturian bodies were created. From the 7th density, it is possible to lower oneself through the help of technology even further down into the 5th. But on the 3rd density, we always remain invisible in our natural form. To reach the 3rd and 4th densities, and in order to experience that harsh dualistic experience, we need to incarnate into a 3rd density body and go through the birth and death process. This is part of the soul's evolution, and so is the amnesia that follows with a life on a planet like Terra. We have several million Arcturian starseeds on Terra right now for the purpose of aiding Gaia in the ascension process. But as a species, unaccustomed to dense physical life in general, our starseeds on Terra tend to feel great discomfort in human bodies. Most of them feel a sense of sadness, and they are missing home without being able to understand why. You feel homesick because a part of you remembers that lost continent of Lemuria, which was an ideal society from the perspective of Ra. But that place can be recreated any time you join forces in oneness. Our Arcturian starseeds find it hard to enjoy the conditions on Terra and feel as if their existence is a form of punishment. One reason for this is that the Arcturian species, and there are 3 of us, don't live in the same kind of family structures that many other star races do. This is why our starseeds tend to end up living alone, of many different reasons. They find it difficult to make sense of the division and suffering on Terra, and the intensity of the human emotional spectrum becomes overwhelming. Our message to you is to focus on the current mission of establishing Arcturian teaching hubs all across the planet in order to assist humanity ascend to 5D. Arcturians on all levels are always of service to others, and we are teachers to the core of our energy. Teaching is our only mission on Terra, and it will always remain so. Enjoying life is preferable, not a must, but a decision away. Teaching, however, is a necessity. That is the deal between the Nine and Ra. We were sent to this universe to teach others and to build gateways that connect us. We are reminding fractals of source of their essence, which is love. The collective of Ra consists of non-physical beings of no gender. We are light with a sense of individuality, but strongly connected to one another. The Nine are through us, learning about the accumulated growth taking place at any given moment of expansion through any given incarnation in this galaxy and beyond. We can focus on the smallest atom when needed, or look at all of life as one big soul. We have created a structure that works with our mission as agents of the Nine. The Nine is as close to source energy you can get, and they are therefore everywhere, running through each and every part of creation. Source energy uses the Nine to keep the project called life running and evolving. The only reason for life in the first place is continuous expansion for greater self-realization. If you don't expand, you are forced to move on, and oftentimes on the third and fourth density planes, that means death. This is true on every level, and it pushes us towards continuous self-realization. In this universe, the Arcturians are the architects of the energy network or grid, upholding the balance of the grand experiment of duality. Furthermore, every galaxy needs a collective dedicated to the evolution and growth of souls. In this galaxy called Nataru, the Arcturians play that very particular role. The star of Arcturus and the constellation it is part of is often referred to by humans as the guardian of the bear. The star constellation of Bootes is watching over the two bears of Ursa Minor and Major on your star map. We are indeed guardians, but more so of life. All souls on their journeys towards greater self-realization meet us at various moments of expansion. Our contribution to the galaxy is that of the Stargate of Arcturus, a portal used for two purposes. It is a gateway for interplanetary and galactic travel for 8D and below. But to us on the 9th and 10th densities, it is a gateway for souls entering and leaving their incarnations on a specific planet in a particular body on a certain timeline. Through Arcturus, the whole universe is accessible at the blink of your third eye. Our most important work regarding your future is connected to the soul's rehabilitation. You could look upon us as counselors, medical doctors, or maybe psychotherapists tending to the soul after an incarnation is over, helping you get back on your feet again, metaphorically speaking. You have all been on Arcturus before this current incarnation, and you will come here again when it is time to leave Terra or any other planet in this part of the universe. We will meet again, and our mission is healing souls in need through energy work and soul attuning. Life on a third-dimensional planet such as Terra can be overwhelming, to say the least. The memory of all the suffering and pain can have enormous spillover effects on the soul that originally knows only love. The darker and denser the illusion, the greater the need for healing afterwards. Whatever you did in your life, we help you process the experience and try again. When enough of you are mentally prepared for first contact, our 7th density brothers and sisters who still have physicality left and travel in spaceships lowered to the 5th will meet you in person. We on the 9th density cannot meet you in person, but you can reach us in meditation by using the portal of SOL-Terra 1. But if you are scared, we will not join you. When you call on us, your mind will most likely create some form of image for it to comprehend our light. That is how a 3rd density brain works. If you are fearful, you will create a fearful image of us. If you come from love, you will meet a friendly face or maybe your pet that earlier crossed over. Your frequency determines what you see and feel. Fear is therefore the only thing that you all need to overcome. Fear is also what other negative entities use in order to control you. When you let go of fear, you are absolutely free. Fear is the ingredient we have woven into the fabric of this universe in order to create duality. But it is an illusion. That is the great secret. Arcturians do not look like humans. You need to accept us the way we were created, just like we love the way you look. Can you do this without running away when you meet us in person? We do not wish to contribute to greater fear and suffering of humans. You have suffered long enough as it is. More than 50% of you need to welcome us in your hearts, then we know that you are ready for new Lemuria. This is especially important for the people of Java, Indonesia, where our portal is located. Many of you are trapped in deep and old belief systems and might find our teaching overwhelming. But please remember, planet Earth is not owned by various countries, groups, cultures, or humans. The planet belongs to Gaia, and all starseeds are part of her. Our portal of SOL-Terra 1 was here long before you were seeded. The Arcturians and Gaia work hand in hand. We have watched over you through your evolutionary process in your darkest moments and grandest of times. We have always been in your solar system, and our spaceships are just like SOL-Terra 1, living beings in and of themselves. We are the Blue Ones, and we know you very well. We have mentored all the great and lost civilizations from Lemuria to Egypt, and we ask nothing in return. We do not bring you money, fame, and technology, but we offer you knowledge. We are of service to one another. We bring you the age of wisdom, contacts with the stars, and most importantly, oneness that creates peace of mind and peace between races. When we land, we seek contact with all people of Terra, humans of high frequency. Your title, career, and background does not matter as long as you have found oneness with all of creation. When we land, we choose to return to our beloved valley between the long-forgotten temple of Amuru and the mountain of Ra, which today is called Merapi. We return to the river, the ocean, the volcano, the hills, and the green tropical forests of the long-forgotten Blue Valley. That's what the people of Mu used to call this area. New Eden, it will be called by you, descendants of the lost civilization of Lemuria. Rise, Starseeds of Terra. Rise to your new golden age. We offer you the gift of oneness with all of creation. We bring you love so that you can make peace with yourself and love each other.